Hello queens and kings, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you want to be a queen or a king and join the royal family, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, share this video, watch my other videos please. Today is actually the 23rd of February. It's a Wednesday and something amazing happened. So I started another channel on WeChat. If you use WeChat, follow me on my WeChat channel please. So I started that channel like 6 months ago and today we reached 1,000 followers. So I'm just like kind of celebrating that because it's so big for me. It means so much to me, you know. I didn't even expect that I would reach 1,000 followers in literally 6 months. If you don't know what WeChat is, it's actually just an app, but it's mostly common here in China. People in Zambia use it, but I'm not really sure if everyone knows about it. I was like filming and everything, then I realized that there's a video that I've always wanted to record, but I've been procrastinating. I don't know why. It's just like, oh, I'll do it. As you can see, like, this is not how I appear on YouTube. Yeah, I know. Every time I'm here on YouTube, I'm just always looking crazy because every time it's just like I'm doing something and then I'm just like, oh, let me record for YouTube. I never just prepare myself, like, let me get ready to make up so that I can record for YouTube, you know? Yeah, so hi, this is how I look like with makeup on. So today's video is actually a story time. This is me doing a story time of how I was rejected by this guy and then now he wants to come and talk to me, you know, now that I'm fine. Now that I'm Felicia. When I was Faith, he didn't like me. Now that I'm Felicia, he wants to come and enter my DM. So I'm just gonna tell you how it happened. Let us get into the video. We're gonna name this guy let me look around. I see SpongeBob, so let's just call him Bob. It was back in 2014 when I just graduated from junior high school to senior high school. When I was in grade 8-9, which is junior high school, I was at a different school. Then I changed to another school because before, in grade 8 and 9, I was at a private school. I heard rumors like if you graduate your high school at a private school, it won't be easy for you to go to a government university in the country. So you need to graduate from a public or whatever high school, then you have chances to enter. And all my life I had always wanted to go to the University of Zambia, Unza. That was like my dream. Like, I would do anything for Unza. University of Zambia is shortened Unza. I told my dad that I wanted to change schools to go to a public school or whatever it is. I don't know what you call it. Back then we used to go to basic school, but I don't think they call them that now. Like those public schools where you don't pay, you go for free. Like from 1 to 7. I'm not really sure. Anyways, I transferred from my private school that I was going in junior high school. And then I went to this school which was like basic school or public school, whatever it is you want to call it. I made new friends, but then they were like, I already had friends who were from my hood, you know, like neighborhood. So they used to go to this school. So it's like, oh, hey guys. So we started talking like after we realized we're all going to the same school and we're in the same grade. Or one of the girl who was my friend, we were even in the same class, and the other one was just from like a different class, but like we're the same grade. Yeah, 2014 I was in grade 10. I was 14 years old. Obviously I made new friends. Some of the people who were in that class that I was in, I had already seen before, I had known or whatever. I had known one person from that class, Collins. Yeah, it was a guy. Hey Collins, if you're watching. I started talking to the guys that I knew, the people that I knew. I made new friends and it was actually just nice. So then this girl that I was coming from like the same hood, we used to hang out like even after school. We became friends. Before we weren't like close friends, then we became friends and everything. So these two girls had boyfriends. For me back then, I hadn't actually even had a boyfriend because when I was going to this private school, I was so childish. When I was 13, 14, I was like really childish. I didn't really like have a boyfriend or whatever. Like I knew nothing about boys. And then I started hanging out with these girls. So like they had boyfriends and they were like older than me. I think born 98 or 99. Me, I was born 2000. So obviously they were like 15, 16 by then. And then like I would just hear them talking about, oh, my boyfriend. I was like, oh, that's nice. And deep down I was like, oh, I also want to have a boyfriend, but not like I need it, because like it wasn't like in my mind. I was so childish back then. One of the girls actually had her boyfriend when she was like back like when she was young. I don't know when they were in grade 3, grade 5, I'm not really sure, but like it was, they started their relationship like when they were just children, and I was just like, oh, that's nice. And they would talk about their boyfriends and everything. So one day the two girls and then their boyfriends, both of them, they were also friends. So it's like when the boys came to see the girls, they would go as a group, you know, like double dates or whatever it was. One day they were telling me like, oh, our boyfriends, they have a friend who's single or whatever, or like, I don't know what it was, but they told me there was a friend and he's really handsome and whatever. So I was like, oh, actually I can't wait to see him. They told me that he's coming, our boyfriends are coming to see us, the guy is coming, I'm gonna dress up. And by then I was actually really not fat, just chubby, and I had like a very fat ass for some reason. I was really not really chubby, like I wouldn't say chubby, like I just had a very fat ass but still flat chest and all of that. That day that they were coming, I prepared, like I took a shower, I wore nice clothes or whatever. We got ready to see the guys came, and then they came with their friend. So I even kept calling my friend like, have the guys come. Oh, by then I didn't have a phone, because there's a rule in my house, you can't have a phone until you graduate high school. That's the rule. Until you're done, that's when you can have a phone. So I had a small phone I used to hide in my bra. The guys came, we went to see them and everything, and it was like, oh, okay, that's nice. And for real, the guy was really good looking, like he was handsome, like very handsome. I would say even the most handsome among the entire group. I'm not even capping, yeah. I think, I'm not really sure, I don't remember correctly, but I think we went, like all of us, and then we went to see the guys, and I was just there, like, because back then I had insecurities. Like every time I talk to a guy or whatever, I just feel like they think I'm ugly. I don't know, I was young, and you know, like growing up in a house where people around you don't uplift you, you know, the way it is back in Africa. I don't know if it's just my household, but it's like when you grow up in an environment that's like, because you're dark skinned, people call you names like you're so dark, so you grow up hating that about yourself. And I was really dark skinned, but you know, like dark skin, not necessarily like very dark, just like I'm young, I haven't actually started taking care of myself, that, you know, that stage. Oh, by the way, I didn't grow up in the high cost areas, so it was like kind of like the ghetto, but not exactly the ghetto. I'm from a middle class family, so like we're not poor but we're not rich, but we're comfortable. So I wasn't like exactly the most glamorous girl. I was really dark with very long hair, because my hair can really grow like very long. I just cut it here and there. The guy came, he liked me for some reason, or he didn't really like me. I was just young and he thought that I was naive or something. You know, those guys were just like, oh, they like you, so they feel like they can get something from you. And teenage boys, or whatever, they are 18, 17, 19, 20, and then you're like 14, 15, they just feel like they can just use you because you're stupid and naive. And they're also kind of stupid and naive because they just feel like it's that stage, yeah. So I think this guy was just liking everyone. It didn't really matter as long as you were pretty somehow, somewhere. We exchanged numbers. I think that's when I even joined Facebook. So we used to chat like on Facebook. I would stay up at night, buy bundles. When my bundles finished, I would even go to my mom's phone, recharge my phone using her account, and she wouldn't even know, because I would just recharge, and then I'll continue talking with him on Facebook. And it was like, I was using my MTN phone by then. I think a week I went to school. First I had made some new friends from class, so we started talking, me and my friend. So we were talking like, oh, do you have a boyfriend? Yes, I have a boyfriend. My friend was like, yes, I have a boyfriend. But then I was like friends with Natasha. I don't even know if these people actually watch my videos. You guys, if you watch my video, you know, comment down below if you still even remember me or shit like that. But that was like in high school, and we graduated together like 2016. It's been a minute, but like not long ago. I still remember all the people that I was with in high school like it was yesterday. So when they asked me, do you have a boyfriend, I was like, yeah, I have a boyfriend, because like we just started talking. This guy was really handsome, and he had, what did we used to call it? Swag. I mean, I've always had a good taste in men. Good looking, yes. Trash, very much trash. Lord help me. If you're a potential partner and you're out there, please locate me, I'm begging you. If you have sense. Like me and the guy, we started talking, and then he asked me to be his girlfriend, and then I hadn't had a boyfriend before that. So he was like really handsome, and it's like everything you're looking for at 14. So it's just like, yes, I'm saying yes instantly. 2-3 days later, I said yes after we met. So then when me and my friend were having conversation like, oh, do you have a boyfriend, and blah blah blah, we were asking each other like, who is it? Like I asked her, she told me, and then she asked me, and then I told her, it's Bob. And then she's like, what? And then I'm like, yeah, Bob. She was like, are you serious? Bob who? And then I started describing him like this person and this and this, and then she laughs. And then I'm like, what? Why are you laughing? And then she says, that is this girl's boyfriend. We're gonna call the girl Sandy. We're just using SpongeBob the show's names. I'm like, really? But then it's like, you met this guy 5 days ago, a week ago, like it wasn't even 2 weeks, and then like this person is telling you something, and you're like 14, like literally 14. And I think at 14 I had a mind of a 10-year-old. Like I was really childish, I'm telling you. She goes, that's Sandy's boyfriend. And I'm like, no, you're lying. She was like, if you want, I can tell her, and then you can come and ask her yourself. I was like, yeah, okay. I mean, I was feeling like really bad, but it's like, maybe she's just lying, maybe it's not the same person. So like during break time, she went and called the girl came, and then we talked, and then I was like, I met him like a week ago, blah blah blah, like we talked and everything. I'm not really sure like the exact dates that I was talking to him, but I know I didn't date that guy for like 2 weeks. So she was like, oh yeah, that's my boyfriend. And then she got really upset because like she was a girlfriend for years. She told me they started dating in grade 7 or something. In grade 7, that was 2011. Me, I don't know. So she was like, he's my boyfriend and everything, and then she got really upset. She thought I was lying, so I was like, I'm serious, it's true. Why would I lie about someone being my boyfriend? And I was like so young, I had no reason to lie. She was like, I'm gonna call him and then we're gonna ask him because he can't be cheating on me. And then I was like, okay. But then for me, I was like so naive. I didn't know how any relationships worked, how things go, cheating. I didn't know anything about that. The girl called the guy, and then the area where the school was built, that's where she was living. The guy was also from that area. It's like you just walk to the school, it's like 5-10 minutes walk. So the guy came and she was really upset. Everybody was talking like during knock off time, we're gonna ask him and then we're gonna know. He has to choose who he's going to pick. So me, I'm like, choose what? I don't really care. But then deep down I was like, maybe he will choose me because maybe this girl is lying because he's my boyfriend. We just started talking and he told me he was single and he liked me very much. But then I didn't really pay attention. I was kind of nervous. Time came to knock off. We went to the gate when we were knocking off, and then we found him. Like everybody was there. They were waiting. Like we want to see. I mean, a few people were there. I don't even remember because it was like long ago. 2014 was long ago. 8 years ago. Wow, 8 years ago. And I'm telling the story now. Anyways, the guy came and then we went to the gate. She asked him like, oh, is this your girlfriend? Guess what the guy said? No, she's not my girlfriend. I'm there heartbroken, like, are you serious? He looks me straight in the eye and then denies me, saying, no, she's not my girlfriend, I don't know this girl. He denied me like in front of the whole school. You know, like when the whole school just knocked off and then there's a scandal happening, everybody said they'll go and watch. Embarrassed me in front of the whole school. I was humiliated. And then he started saying, this girl just follows me around. I didn't even know you existed until I met you through my friends. Only reason why I started talking to him is because he said you were single. So like, how did I even follow you? I was like so confused because I'm young and obviously I didn't follow you. You're just lying and you're just a cheater and you're cheating on your girlfriend and you lied to me saying you're single and everything. So like, why are you lying to this girl? And then when he denied me, like the girlfriend, she was there, and then he was just like, let's go. And then he put his arm around her neck and then he looked at me and then they walked off. You know, that thing, like violence, that kind of violence. That's what he did. And then I was just left standing there. I didn't ask for this. And the girl actually believed him because they continued dating and everything. That whole week, month, whatever, I was like so embarrassed because like most people knew about this story, and every time they see me, it's like, oh, that's the girl that got denied. And I was so young, I didn't know how to deal with such, but it was like very, very deep for me. But fast forward, me and the girl became friends through that. That's how we met. And we were like really close, like towards the end of that period of my life. Like we were so close, I would even go to her place, she would cook for me, and we just became friends. You know, that kind of friendship that just starts from knowing a guy, you know. And like, I know those things really happen, but they actually happen, and I actually made a friend. And even after we graduated, she still used to come to my place, I used to go to her place, and we were just friends. So from that time, I didn't hear from the boy. And then after some time, I think he tried reaching out to me and all of that. Like he just tried to do like to apologize or whatever, like try to play me and her or something like that. I'm not really sure. Anyways, we didn't talk for a long time, and then there was a point where I just saw a message from him. He texted me in November 2021. So when he texted me, I was like, who the fuck is this? And then I checked the profile picture and then I was like, I know this face. So the last time that we talked on Facebook, 9th July 2015, that was the last time we talked. And when he humiliated me was 2014. So yeah, we talked, but it was like he's just like trying to be friends or whatever, like just trying to come back into your life because he did you dirty. You know, those people who are like, okay, I fucked you over, but then I'm gonna bring myself into your life so that we can just be cool. Anyways, 2015 was the last time that we talked, and I hadn't seen this guy again anywhere. When we used to be friends with his girlfriend, by then they had broken up. She had even started seeing other people and all of that. So it was like they broke up. So I didn't like hear from him or about him or whatever, like nothing. So 6 years later, he texts me. So me, I was just sitting and then I just see a message saying, hey my love. So I'm like, hi. And then he's like, how are you? Long time, have really missed you. So I'm like, what is going on? So I'm like, I'm fine, how are you? Missed me? Why? We haven't talked since that day you embarrassed me in front of everyone in 10th grade, and that was 2014. And then he replies saying, but you. So you mean you're still upset? Because I even told you the reason I did that. And then he sends emojis. I wanted to like say something, but then it's like I wanted to like just get into it and then just talk and then everything. But then it's like, is it really worth it? Like wasting my energy and time on someone who just did me dirty, like, oh, you did me dirty, like that was like fucked up. If you take it serious, like you actually think about it, like imagine somebody humiliating you in front of the whole school, like the whole school knows, he denies you and then says you are following them, and then he comes back into your life later, and then he didn't even like say anything, he was just like, hey my love. So I'm like, who's calling me my love? And then I check, it's the same person. I wanted to say something, but then I was with my boyfriend, now ex-boyfriend, and then I told him the story, and then he was just like, just leave it. I haven't talked to him since, and then I was just like, I'm just not gonna indulge him or even just try to give him space into my life. And I know the reason why he wants to start talking to me and then just be nice like nothing happened. It's like, oh, now you know I'm here, now you know how I'm doing. Even I have people that I saw back then who I was like really looking up to, but then if you see them now, it's like, oh, okay, nah. Sometimes you see someone and then it's like, oh, this person, nah, but then you don't really know what is to come in the future. And it's actually really crazy to me that happened to me, and I'm just like, oh, okay. I didn't know I would be where I am right now in life. It was God's plan. It's not just him. There is a lot of people who've actually tried to come into my life, like reach out to me, especially through Facebook. It's just like, oh, I know you were in the same school. Oh, I know you were my prefect. Oh, I know you were from the same area. Oh, I know you from church. Like, okay, you know me. A lot of people know me. So what else do you want? Because it's just like, oh, I want you to help me with this. I want you to do this for me. I want you to whatever. Like, I've had people reach out to me and then be like, I want you to be my play mom. Like, are we still doing that in 2021? Honestly, 2022. We're still play momming. It's just crazy, and I just thought that I should share this experience that I had with you guys. Like back then it was hurting and everything, but now it's just like, I'm looking back at it, I'm kind of hurt, but not hurt like I'm upset hurt. It's just like, oh, I went through that experience, and it was actually really deep because I was depressed for a long time. I didn't even know what depression was, but then it was just like, I'm feeling things and I can't, every time I'm thinking about it, I catch myself crying or not eating or just being embarrassed. But then it was like really serious. Anyways, update. I tried to look at his profile like on Facebook. He looks really different. Back then he was like really handsome, like I won't even lie, but now he just looks really scruffy, and I'm not even gonna get into it because I don't want to sound disrespectful, you know. He just looks different, you know, like when you see someone and then it's like, are you really the same person I used to see? That's the thing. He even has a child now. There is that. Anyways, yeah, that's the story I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know what you think of this story down below, and if you have a similar experience of somebody rejecting you. I hope not, because that's never a good thing. Comment down below what you think of this story, and if you would like me to do more story times, because I have a lot of crazy stories, and very soon I'm gonna do a story of how I ended up in China. I'm gonna share with you guys how I ended up in China and just more things about China, because I'm getting a lot of questions about, I want to study in China, what. So I'm gonna share everything or most things that I have experienced. We will start from how I ended up in China and all of that. So if you want me to do more story times, even if it's not related to me being in China or whatever, just like any other crazy stories that I have, just comment down below and then let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. It really helps me. It encourages me when you subscribe. Don't forget to comment. When you comment, I feel nice, okay? I get the motivation to make more videos. Like this video, share. It will help me with engagements and whatever, and just for people to discover my channel. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see me on a daily basis, because Instagram, I'm active 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Follow me on my business page also. I have a business page. I'm gonna make a video about that soon. Like, I have a business page, so I'm gonna like, anyways, we'll get into it. Just follow my business page, The Bougie Closet on Facebook, The Bougie Closet on Instagram. That's all for this video, you guys. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. See you next Friday. Yeah, I love you. Peace.